G'day, Russell here, Adelaide West Physio and Pilates. That's still going to be our name. I'm here with my mate John, and I thought we'd just answer a few of there's been a few questions that are coming up now that April the 1st is drawing closer, so thought it might be helpful just to address some of those. And of course, keep the questions coming. Post your questions or ask the physios. They can pass them on to me, and we can make sure that we keep things as clear as they can, because I think there's a lot of people a little bit confused about what's going on. But essentially for us, our services are staying the same. We're just changing the name of our groups to Physio Group Treatment. One of the bones of contention is whether or not people that do it for fitness and for exercise and maintenance are going to still be able to attract rebates. So I'll get back to you on that. There's been a little bit of movement on that in the last 24 hours. So, but if you do a group with us, fill out the questionnaire, please get it back to us. That's the first thing. So some people have been thinking, oh, if I fill out the questionnaire, is that going to the health insurer? No, it's not. The questionnaire is purely for our benefit so that we can understand where you're at. We can help to create goals that are up to date for you, and we've got a rock solid case so that if a health insurer says, why is blah 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 doing one of your exercise groups, we can say because she wants to do this and this and this and she's got this problem. So it's really a way of making it a much easier process for all concerned. And I know it's a bit of a hassle doing it, but really it's going to make a huge difference to the ease of this process. So, questions. First question is, why does the government have a say in private health insurance and in who's covered and all that kind of stuff? Well, the reason is because, and it's a good question because I hadn't really thought about it like that, but the private health insurers there's laws around it. So the federal government oversee the private health insurance industry. And if a private health insurer wants to increase their rebates, as they often do, they have to apply to the federal government to get approval to do that. So there's the Private Health Insurance Act, there's laws that they have to follow. So yes, the private health insurers answer to the government, and if the government are saying these are the reforms we're making, they have to follow the legislation that the government puts down. So that was an interesting one for me. I hadn't really stopped to think about it in those terms. And also there's their reason for doing the natural therapies reforms was that 54% apparently of people in Australia have extras cover, which kind of blew me away a bit. 54% of people. Now, if people's premiums are going towards therapies that aren't supported by evidence, like homeopathy, which is really the epitome of placebo, let's be honest, then that's a burden on the taxpayer as well as on the individuals who are paying the premiums. So that's the reason why the government do have a say. They get to say this is covered or this isn't covered. But then at another level, the health insurers themselves can also say we are going to pay for this or we are not going to pay for this because it's a private company. So that means that if there's something that is going on, if they're covering or not covering something in your policy, you look around, you make sure that you're happy with your cover. So that's the first question. Bit of a long-winded answer, sorry about that. And if someone sees a physio elsewhere, I don't know why I'd want to, but if someone sees a physio elsewhere, do you still need to have review sessions with us? Do you need to have goals with us? Absolutely you do, because we want to make sure that the goals for our exercise program are absolutely suited to where you're at right now. And in some circumstances, communication with another physio may well be enough, or at least it will facilitate that process. But we need to make sure that our program is exactly what we need it to be for you. So I'll be a fairly rare situation that that's going to come up, but would take it on a case-by-case basis. More than likely, we'd still need to get you to do a review of some description with us, because we need to know that we're prescribing the things that are going to help you out. And the other one was about, can you come in and just do a program that's purely Pilates in the group treatment? Well, you can, and you can call it Pilates, but you won't be eligible for a rebate. That's very, very clear with these reforms, that anything that's called Pilates is not eligible for rebates anymore. Rightly or wrongly, that's the law as of April the 1st. So if you've got any other questions, please send them through, post them underneath this, or ask reception or ask the physios. They can pass them on to me, and I'll do another one of these as the questions come up. Cheers. Bye.